We're out here with the hottest takes talking about the Forge Pass. Some people call it the Forget Pass. Let's see what this is all about. My hot take up ahead. What up, team? It's MurderInc back again with another Shadow Legends video talking about what they added as the, I guess, Battle Pass 2. I think it's kind of funny that they have the FB here. It almost makes it look like free to play, but that's besides the point. So let's take a look at this. What do we have going on here? So first look, if you had been around way back when the first version of this came out, it was way better than this. No one's gonna deny that. No one's gonna argue about that. Not sure how I'm feeling about the weekly quests here. Yes, it's a paid service. Is this particular item something you guys need? I don't know that for sure. Arena's been a little bit crazy lately. It was very hard, then it was a joke, and now it's one-man defense. You're not dropping because you're only getting hit 5 times per day, and it's just a mess. They know they have to fix that. Now we have daily quests here that you have to complete. None of them seem too crazy from what I can see. They're pretty respectable. And of course we do have the new reward, including the new set bonus and artifact set here, which is in fact pretty good for the majority of the player base. Speed set, cross hybrid with a little bit worse, well not a little bit, 10% worse than Savage, which is kind of a big deal, but this is a good set nonetheless. So the first thing I want to talk about is, I don't want to talk about the free version of this because this is something that, I don't know, people are going to disagree with this, and I get it. It's not wrong. It's human nature to always want more, but this is free, right? You're doing daily challenges. Can it be better? No one's going to argue that it can be better. It obviously can be better. But what's really worth talking about is the Get Gold Pass here. So as we can see here, the Gold Pass is going to be $20. Rushing ahead, you can instantly unlock the levels. No one's really going to do that. I mean, I guess if you want things right now, get your rewards straight away. For those impatient, if you can spend the money, you're probably a big whale anyways, so it might be worth it to you. For the 99% of people, that's a huge waste of money. But the real question is the $20 worth it? And what about the pass overall here? So here are some of the rewards, minus a few from the beginning, of what the $20 gets you. Now we have no 6-star glyphs. We have Chaos Ore here, and one thing I want to talk about Chaos Ore really quickly. Some people are going to disagree with this and say, yo, this is stupid. Chaos Ore is really good, but not for everybody. If you are a casual player, this is another form of gambling that it's just not worth the price that a lot of the very endgame players are attaching to it, because someone who has an account like mine who's been playing forever, we are going to value Chaos Ore Legendary 6-star specifically way higher than the majority of the community. So most people are probably not going to care about this because you're gambling and it can go really bad. So nothing here is guaranteed. That's the kind of the main point here. If you're going to spend $20, you want to get some type of guaranteed return for this. 4.25 million silver. Again, is that worth $20? Probably not. The Magisteel, we get 1,000 here. Is it worth $20? Maybe. Like I said, I'm not really sure about how people are feeling in the arena right now. Is it easy to farm? Is it suboptimal to farm because you might be pushing higher than you normally can with all the one-person defenses, which makes it harder to find the teams you can't hit on a daily basis? So I'm not sure about that. The one good thing is the 2,500 epic pieces you are going to get and the 1,000 legendary you're going to get for this new set here. So in my opinion, getting rid of everything else, just completely forget about it. 5-star glyphs, honestly, who cares? Glyphs are good. 6 stars are the huge jump as far as a glyph threshold goes. I'm not going to downplay 5 as they're nothing, but you only get 5 of them per glyph quality. Then you get 4-star glyphs. I'm pretty sure most people have the access to 4-star glyphs by now. So there's all that good stuff, but the main draw to this is going to be this new set here. If you don't need this new set, it's probably not worth the $20 for the majority of players. Like I said, if you're a whale, I don't need to tell you the value of this pack here. You're probably going to buy it for the legendary Chaos Ore straight out the gate here. And some of the big comparisons I've seen have always been, this is so much worse than the main battle pass, kind of the original thing that I did say in the opening of this video, and it is what it is, right? Now, something interesting did happen. I guess I can go to it very quickly here. I'm gonna head over onto my YouTube page. I released a video, if you want to head to it, and it was called Pick Your Own Battle Pass 2. Now, I ended up getting messaged by Plarium for this because this was before, as we can see, the next one 8 days later. It was like, I didn't plan this, but it just happened to go down this line. I did this video on the Pick Your Own Battle Pass 2, saying it would be really nice if we got something very similar to this, where maybe they released the Forge Pass. However, instead of giving us this list of rewards here, we got to pick, throw in some shards maybe, and there were a ton of other things we could have thrown in here. I did ask people what type of resources they want. They said they want free void legendaries, not going to be realistic. I really hope they keep it as the first battle pass. Didn't seem realistic. As much as we would have loved that, there was enough that went wrong with it, and it had so much stuff in it. I don't really think that was the reason why they didn't repeat it, because there was so much. There was that whole banning issue thing for sure, but there are so many things they could have put into this, even if it was option based, like Chaos Ore, for example. What if instead of 6-star Chaos Ore, for the people who don't really care about it, give them the option to pick legendary books or Chaos Ore. The same thing is going to apply for everything you see here. I know they probably wanted to make it more static, but they kind of hyped us up. If you go back and we go back to the game here with some of the new pack offers they have. Let me see if we have any here, since I haven't bought anything in a while. Okay, so it looks like they don't have it, but you guys know what I'm talking about. It's the pack that lets you pick the rewards, and then you click the purchase button. It's a set price and you get whatever you picked. I thought they were going to go that way personally for this Forge thing. Do you guys think that was a good idea? I personally think it was a good idea. And I mentioned an idea here, and why do I keep bringing up this video? Murder, get to the point why you're talking about this video. Because they were interested in how I knew, or how they thought I knew I talked about certain things here, which made me raise the question, have we seen the final form of this Forge Pass? Now, based on what they said, I don't think so. I think we're going to get better versions down the line. Maybe this is, I mean, everything they do is analytical based, right? The first one, they had clear analytics to it. It probably knocked it out of the park and made them tons of money here. So maybe they dialed it back a little bit to see how this would blow over. And maybe in the future, we're going to get the next Forge Pass and it's going to be better. Or this is another theory that I had that I haven't really mentioned publicly, but I'm going to now. This isn't the Battle Pass. It's called Forge Pass for a reason, and they already do have a segment in this game that's notified as the Battle Pass. So did they completely scrap the Battle Pass? I don't personally think so. You guys can let me know about that one, but this isn't a Battle Pass. It doesn't feel like a Battle Pass. I think this is its own separate thing, and maybe, hopefully, we are going to get some type of Battle Pass in the future that highlights champions like we previously saw, which I know people are going to love. The fact that there's no energy here was a real like eyebrow raiser for me. I thought energy was going to be the no-brainer here. There's also no gems here, which another kind of like, why not? People want masteries, people buy masteries all the time, or they can add new currencies into the game. One thing I proposed in this video here, and this is why it's kind of a gray area, I don't know what they were talking about that they think that I knew, that I was speculating on, saying this would be a good idea, which kind of made me start thinking more. I said, give players an item that gives them a Great Hall point. What do I mean by Great Hall point? I mean, when you go to your Great Hall, you would get an item in the Forge Pass that lets you guarantee to go from one level to the next level. That would be huge for a lot of players because people are really struggling on their Great Hall development level here. If you started playing recently, your chances of catching up to level 240 anytime in the near future is slim to none, unless you spend a lot of money on arena refills or on gems. So you can buy arena refills and you have to play 24/7 and you need insane gear on top of that. So with all of these things coming together here, that's kind of my view on these things. Is this the final form? Is this really the Battle Pass? I don't personally believe so. I'm curious to get your feedback on that. And really quickly looking at a rundown of what we get for free here. 300,000 gold total, 225 Magisteel, which is pretty much nothing, 400 rare pieces for the new set, 300 epic, 50 legendary, 14 glyphs, 39 charms, 2 epic ore, which I believe we can just check that really quick. It's going to be 5-star. Yeah, it's going to be 5-star. So listen, free stuff is free. If they added a sacred shard here, if they added a 5-star chicken here, this would still be terrible to most people. So I don't really care for the people. I mean, I don't know about it specifically, but I've been seeing people saying, I'm tired of hearing content creators crying about the free version, how it's so bad. It's free. It is what it is. You have to do basically nothing. We already went over the daily challenges. There's not much to do here. You get this done. Most of this already aligns with your clan quests, what you do on a daily basis anyways. You're not going out of the way like you would for the clan quest, which is a whole other story that we're not going to talk about now, but some of them are kind of ridiculous as far as what you need to do. They're not limited. You're not competing with clanmates to pick any of these. So I think this is pretty realistic as far as getting it done. Now, the weekly rewards, briefly talked about it. I don't know what the next rewards are. Since this is a paid thing, maybe they're going to be really good. Maybe they're not going to be really good. Since it's not available for free, I can't really talk about it on a majority based level here because I don't know. Are you guys buying the gold pass? Is $20 enough for you to say, you know what, I'll spend the $20. I will be happy and go ahead and take these rewards that we see in the screenshot here. The gear's going to be worth it. What do you think, Murder? Is it worth it in your opinion? Honestly, 20 bucks, it is worth it in my opinion, just because of the gear set. If you're getting into arena, if you're having a hard time farming Fire Knight, you could very well get lucky because you're getting a lot of resources to be able to craft in the forge with that gear set. And that's kind of why I think they called it the Forge Pass. That just makes sense, right? Forge Pass, you get tons of gear from the forge that isn't already accessible in the game here, so maybe that's their approach with this, as opposed to the battle pass, which is more for entire account progression, if that makes any sense at all. This, the highlight was the forge. The previous battle pass was, I mean, we got glyphs, we got champions that hit everyone on a much broader range than this Forge Pass, where yes, we are getting some cool stuff, some silver here and there, chaos ore, which is in very low supply at the moment for those who are chasing it. But outside of that, it's rather clear that they made this gear set the main focus here. Now, one thing you have to be happy about is this is a really good gear set. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not a crazy 6-set piece, which they very well could have done. They could have made a 6-set. I was worried about that initially, but it is a 4-set. 2-set probably would have been even better in my opinion if they cut it down to, I don't know, 6% speed and then 10% ignore, which would have made this go up to plus 18% speed and then 30% ignore defense. That would have made it, I don't know, the best combination gear set in the game for nukers, which would be great and a huge step forward. What's their plan with letting us farm this in the future? To be determined, right? We don't know. So giving us something as OP as what I just explained by making it a 2-set, it would be bad if we could farm it over and over again. It would make Savage pretty much irrelevant by that point. But since it's so limited, I don't know. I don't think it would have been the worst idea here, but this is a good like mid-level gear set here for sure. It's never going to be better than Savage on its own, because if you've been farming for long enough, you can get a really good Savage set and you cannot replace that additional 10% ignore by any means. The speed is speed. We get it. Speed teams are good, but the fact that this is easily countered by Stone Skin gear, which the Hydra is kind of their main content right now because that's what's available to us. You guys kind of get where I'm going here. So 2 conflicting sets as far as what they're kind of pushing right now in the game, one being from Hydra, one being from this Forge Pass. But as I just mentioned before, I want your feedback. What do you guys think? $20, do you think this is worth the $20? I'm personally not going to buy it. I don't have high value for pretty much anything in this $20. I don't think this could help my account at all here. Yes, I would be getting 3 legendary ore pieces that could be huge for me, or they could be a huge flop. And I don't know, personally, the RNG, I'm over the gambling part of this game. I'm pretty much set with what I need here. I can always get better for sure, but it's just not worth the gamble for $20 in my personal opinion. But I'm here to kind of see where you guys are at. So TLDR, free is free. It's hard to really comment about this because could have been worse. It could definitely have been much better. Probably should have been better based on how they've kind of gone on through the years with this, but we don't know what the future is. What happens in 3 weeks and 4 days? It says season 1, but the battle pass also said battle pass season 1. So are we going to see this again? Is this going to be a huge disaster and is going to be wiped from whatever they plan on doing? Are we going to see instinct gear launched into the game through other content? Is this what comes next to the Hydra when the new Hydra bosses came out? That was kind of the first thing that popped into my head. We are going to be getting new Hydra heads that have new abilities, so this is potentially another reward we could be seeing from that. Or is this going to be a strictly Forge Pass season set here, and it's going to remain that way for the remainder of the game? So that's kind of going to conclude this video. Give me your thoughts, give me your feedback on what we're talking about here today with the Forge Pass. What do you guys think? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? If you did, tell me why. As always, guys, if you enjoy this content, smash that like button, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and I will see you all in my next upload.